Hi there, I'm Mac, founder of Maverick Coaching, family man, and soon to be your personal success coach. If you haven't watched the other video on this page about the cell phone cash coaching course and how it is a very unique and rare opportunity for you to encounter, you should take a look after watching this video. You are about to witness exactly how much money you can make when you join now and apply what I teach. 99% of the money potential that other gurus and success coaches show you is irrelevant. It's usually outdated information, or it's earned off techniques that is not even related to what it is they teach. What you are about to see is completely factual, and the earnings are up to date. The money I earned in this video is a result of applying the techniques that you will be learning once you become a coaching client of mine today. I'm now at a website called Clickbank, and if you'd like to follow along, simply go to www.clickbank.com. And if you're not familiar with what Clickbank is, it's simply a massive online marketplace where there are tens of thousands of digital products. And digital products are products that people literally download on their computer, or they can buy digitally, like their cell phones and internet and things like that. So with that being said, Clickbank has been around for over 10 years. And there's two very distinct sides, affiliates and vendors. We'll start with vendors. Vendors are people that actually create the product. They have customer support and staff. They have a website. They have hosting. They have all of the nuances that come with literally offering a product to the public. And Clickbank will process payments for the vendors. Then there's the affiliates. And the affiliates are people like you and I that like to not really have a product and go out and find other products to promote, so we can simply not have all the nuances of having customer support, having a server, creating a product, having hosting, all that. We just go find products that are already out there and then get a commission for sending sales to that product. So, being an affiliate, that's what we're going to cover in this video. Is I'm going to show you just completely transparent how much money I make on Clickbank by promoting products and services, and how much money you can make by following everything that I teach you inside my coaching course. So let's go ahead and log in. And what you're looking at now is once you log into your Clickbank account, you're looking at the weekly sales snapshot, and you can be looking at the daily sales snapshot. And you can see at the time of making this video, it's Thursday, August 27th, and it's actually 1:14 in the afternoon. So 1:14 in the afternoon, I'm already at $6,504.97. Not too bad. And the money you're looking at here is, again, the money you can make when you join now and apply what I teach you inside my coaching course. And for the daily sales snapshot, you can go back and look at the past 2 weeks, and you can see the money that's being made here is very consistent. Whenever I promote products or services, I don't get involved with product launches and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not somebody that likes to make a lot of money in a short amount of time and then not make money for 6 months. I like to always make money on a daily basis, just because it's a lot of fun. And when you look at the weekly sales snapshot, this is where you can see the gross sales that has been made over the last 5 weeks. And well, it's technically 4 full weeks, and then you're looking at how much you're making for the current week, which, with it being Thursday right now, it's only $15,324, but Clickbank actually starts their weeks every Wednesday, so this is only 2 days into the Clickbank week. And 2 days is already $15,000. And by the end of this week, I'll definitely be upwards of the high 50s or mid 60s. So again, not too bad for making money on the internet from home. And you can very easily make a lot more than this, or you can make a lot less than this. And let me give you two very distinct examples. The money that's being made here is just me being by myself, working from home. And the reason I like to work from home is because I want to be with my family. I'm a family man, and I just don't want to have an office somewhere. I don't want to have staff and all that kind of stuff when it comes to having an affiliate business. So if you like to live like that, and if you follow everything I teach you and don't skip any steps, then you can make this kind of money. However, if you are somebody that likes to have a staff, if you already have a staff in an office and a bunch of people working for you doing a lot of tasks, you can make a lot more than this, without a doubt. This is just how much is being made with me being one person. Now, let's go ahead and pull up a calculator, and you can run some numbers alongside this video if you'd like as well. But it's always fun to run numbers. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm always 100% transparent. I don't like to hide anything, and I don't like to throw out guesses. I want you to be perfectly clear on everything by the time we finish this video. So let's say that we're averaging $60,000 a week here. So let's move this up because you're looking at gross sales. And we're doing $60,000 a week. And let's say if you only apply 25% of what it is that I teach, that's $15,000 a week. Now, that's nice. And if you take $15,000 a week times 52 weeks in a year, you can be making $780,000. Now, that's a whole lot of money. You could be, the top surgeon in the world, or actually I did some research, and, the top surgeons just on average in the United States make about $500,000 a year. So knowing that you can make more than a top surgeon that's been in practice for 10 years, working from home, being one person, is phenomenal. And that's the kind of money you can make whenever you join and allow me to be your success coach and show you, how to make money with cell phones. So now that we went through that, and you might think looking at the last 2 weeks in the daily snapshot here, oh, it's great, and looking at the last 4 weeks and then looking at the current week is great, but let's say you are somebody that wants to see more information, you want to see more data, you're not satisfied yet. Well, let's go ahead and look at the reporting side of Clickbank. So whenever you have a Clickbank account, you can actually look at literally every number. And that's what I want to show you, because again, I want to be totally transparent with you. I'm not going to be showing you screenshots here. This is actually me going through my live account. So I'm on the reporting tab, and you can see I've started this at the end of 2008 because I've made $134,000 in 2008, but for 2009, and keep in mind this is paychecks, which means this is how much I'm getting net. This is not gross, that this is after everything. And so far for 2009, which again, it's Thursday, August 27th, making this video, and I've already made $2 million, almost $2.1 million for the year. Not too bad. And if we go down and look, this is all the data that you're going to see whenever you have a Clickbank account. And especially whenever you join and follow the coaching that I'm going to be giving you, then if you follow everything that I teach you, then you can be making this kind of money. So I want to go through each one of these items up here on the top so you fully understand everything there is to know about making money, promoting products, being an affiliate, especially on Clickbank, because it can get confusing. So for payment frequency, you see the W's here. This stands for weekly. So the numbers that you're looking at for each line item is actually for 1 week. And you can look at the period ending. The balance forward, that's always been 0 ever since I've been just an affiliate for Clickbank, which has been over 7 years. And balance forward just says it's an unpaid balance carried forward from the previous pay period. I never worry about it because no numbers ever show up there. For credits, this is actually the revenue from product sales or reseller bonuses. So when you're promoting products as an affiliate, for every sale you make, that's what this number is reflecting. The debits column, this is the column I just don't like, but being in any business, you're going to have these problems. Let's go through those problems. Debits are due to refunded sales, chargeback sales are related charges, and they're also bounced online checks and related charges, and account maintenance charges. So basically, when you follow everything that I'm teaching you, and if you're getting 100 sales a day for whatever product you choose to promote, then, and when I say choose to promote, I'll actually show you precisely what type of products work through what I teach, so there's not going to be any guessing involved. So for debits, let's say you're making 100 sales a day. Well, out of those 100 sales, that's 100 people, and not everybody may have the money in their checking account to afford the product, or some people may get the product and then not like it and then process a refund, or it might just get charged back from their credit card. There's all kinds of problems, and that's what the debits column is. So this is money that is actually taken out of your gross sales. So that's what that is. Then the release and allowance, this is like a brother-sister thing. We'll start with the allowance. The allowance is actually money that Clickbank holds to cover future refunds, and it's held for 6 pay periods. So whenever you're making money and you're just chugging along, you can see down here where it says 17,710 and it's crossed out. That's because 6 weeks late, that's how much they held for any kind of future refunds that take place. And then 6 weeks later, well, 6 pay periods, which for me that's weeks, you can see that it is then released. So actually that's more than 6, but it says held for 6 pay periods. But then it's released back to me. So I've been working with Clickbank for over 7 years. I've never had a time where they have taken money out for an allowance and have not paid me back. They always pay me back, and it's like clockwork. They know what they're doing. So that's what the allowance and release is. And then after all these numbers are calculated, what you see here in green, that's actually what you get in your bank. And even after all those numbers, it's a very nice chunk of money that you still get at the end of every week when you simply apply or follow and apply what I'm teaching you. So the payment net balance, that's what that is. You can see status was paid. I'm always paid on time. The date that it was actually sent, which right now I'm on direct deposit, and I actually just recently switched to direct deposit not too long ago. And the reason for that is because I'm in a small town and I have a bank account with all the local banks. I don't work with I don't have accounts with big banks because I like to support my community. Well, that's good, but then when you are going to a small bank and you have $50,000, $60,000, down here even $75,000 and $80,000 weekly checks, you're walking in and giving it to the teller. It doesn't matter what kind of privacy that they have. They're going to be looking at you, with an interesting eye, because you're making more in 1 week than they're probably making in 2 years, or 2 years combined being a teller. So that's why I switched to direct deposit, because I started going to local baseball games and soccer games and little league games and all that stuff. And when people see you outside the bank, they're just kind of looking at you different because they don't know what you do. So once you're making this kind of money, I always recommend going to direct deposit if you want to be anonymous, because then the tellers don't actually see how much money you're putting into your account. It just goes through a direct deposit. So that's kind of my little catch-22 there. And that pretty much sums up how much you can make. So I hope that you enjoyed this part of the video with me logging into Clickbank and not showing you a screenshot. I'm actually showing you live numbers, and I wanted to be 100% transparent in this video, so you saw all the possible numbers, and there's simply nothing to hide. If you would like to start making the amount of money that you just saw, then this is your chance. Simply scroll down to the bottom of this page and sign up now so you can start making money immediately. This coaching course will not be available for much longer. In fact, I may be closing the doors today due to all of the registrations that have already been coming in. You have to understand, since these are our personal methods and proven systems, we cannot teach them to everybody. If we did, we would be saturating this industry, just like the gurus and internet marketers did with all the other techniques that are being taught to make money on the internet. If you're ready to be one of the first to make money with this brand new industry that is far bigger than the internet, then this is your chance. Simply scroll down to the bottom of this page and sign up now so you can start making money immediately.